we've got the return of the Jeff Fox Show. Great show by Jeff yesterday. I was listening, and Jeff was telling this story about Pat Riley and how Pat Riley almost screwed up. You know, he's coming from South Florida, so a lot of the sports and the conversation that he has is parallel to the sports talk down there in South Florida. So he was told a real good story about Pat Riley and how Dwayne Wade left and LeBron, and how LeBron left, and how it almost was a messy split up. So great show yesterday by Jeff Fox. He'll be back today at 1 p.m. right here on WSME, followed at 2 p.m. Great show yesterday by my man John Fisher as well. Patty cake, microwave, cooking with the microwave today at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then later on tonight, the Jelani Show, the Wait a Minute Show at 9 p.m. Eastern, all live. All three shows are live on WSME. Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you number 3 on my list before we jump back in the chat on Spreaker.com. Number 3 on my list of top 5 NFL draft day steals of all times. Coming in at number 3, South Carolina State former player, rest his soul, the great Deacon Jones. Now, I'm going to guess, defensive end, many years for the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going to guess Deacon Jones, when he was drafted in 1961, came around during the time where they just started letting ninjas play in the pros in the NFL. Because Deacon Jones wasn't drafted until the 14th round. That's right. Deacon Jones in the 1961 draft was drafted in the 14th round by the Los Angeles Rams, the 186th overall selection out of Mississippi Valley State. He started out at South Carolina State and ended his career at Mississippi Valley State. He became the front man of the Rams' famed fearsome foursome. He coined the term sack as he terrorized quarterbacks for more than a decade. He was a 1980 inductees into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Coming in at number 3 on my list of top 5 NFL draft day steals. Yeah, when you draft a guy in the 14th round, you really don't expect a lot from him. But they got a whole hell of a lot from the great Deacon Jones. Great guy. Yeah. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. From Sidney Jackson, Doug, don't put yourself in the same boat as Sapp. You're not working because you don't Whitlock to keep a job. Sapp is an asshole who tends to choke slam hookers. So a couple of points. I agree with you. Warren Sapp is an asshole. I've talked about him being an asshole towards me and my brother in the past, so I agree with you on that. And yes, he does have an affinity to choke slam hookers. I agree with that too. So I guess you're referring to Sapp and his negative commentary about Myles Garrett. Here's the thing for all of you Myles Garrett defenders and don't like to hear Booger McFarland or Warren Sapp talk bad, I guess you'd term it, about Myles Garrett. Why would Booger McFarland – I'm laughing before I even get it out. Why would Booger McFarland or why would Warren Sapp have anything against Myles Garrett? Personal. Why would they? That doesn't make sense at all. So I look at it as these guys just giving an opinion about a player they see that don't have a real motor. I don't think it's anything personal. Why would it be anything personal? Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
You need to fix your phone, Doug. That's what you need to do.
I need to fix my phone?
Yeah. Hey, T-Dub, brother, what's happening?
Hey, T-Dub, my phone is working just fine. You around there, doing some kind of work or whatever. You got your window down. What you got, T-Dub? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. I work in the office, man. I'm outside smoking me a cigar.
Right. See, that's what I'm talking about. You out there smoking a cigar. I ain't got nothing to do with my damn phone lines.
I just called to give you some charity, man. I see ain't nobody calling in for your trivia game, so I felt a little sorry for you since you're my Carolina brethren.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, T-Dub. All right, let's get to it. So, my man T-Dub, one of Carolina's finest, wants to do some trivia. So before we get to the trivia question, the way it works is, who's your favorite sports team of all time? You need to answer that question first.
Dallas Cowboys, you know that.
Yeah, I knew that. And who's your favorite athlete of all times, T-Dub, on this What's the Answer Wednesday?
This is kind of difficult, but I ain't going to pull no damn Grego. My favorite athlete is Tony Dorsett, baby.
Yeah, the great Tony D. Hey, T-Dub, did
What's happening?
Did you play like Little League football?
I played all the way through high school. Went to East Carolina, played one summer over there with Jeff Blake, got my ass blasted, and I ain't been back since.
So the reason I brought it up, did you play Little League football? If you played Little League football back in the 70s, early 80s, Tony Dorsett had his own cleats, the Tony D's, and they had that big-ass tongue on it. You remember those cleats, man?
I had a pair of those I got from some little store. I can't remember exactly where I got it from. I played for the Cowboys. I wore number 88.
Right.
We were the Dallas Cowboys or the Oxford Youth Cowboys. We had white jerseys with red letters. 88 was my first number, then I ended up switching to 32 when I went to running back.
Oh, that's a beautiful story. That's
why I'm a Cowboys fan. You know, being in North Carolina, like you said, 1977, 7 years old, we didn't have a football team.
Yeah.
And you rooted for the Cowboys, baby.
Yeah. My homeboy, Charlemagne the God, who just had a book come out. He was on ESPN a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and they asked him that question. Who was it that asked him the question? I think it was Mike or Jamil on that show, and they asked him, why are you a Cowboys fan? And he said that. He said he came along before the Carolina Panthers. And in South Carolina, most of the time you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, he said his daddy was a Cowboy fan, so he didn't have a choice.
Right.
My whole entire family is Cowboy fans,
Right. All right, so let me ask you this trivia question, man, so we can let you go with your janky phone. What kind of trivia you want, baseball, basketball, football, or entertainment?
Hold on. I got some dude on the damn truck driving by my damn job. What the hell wrong with him? Let's go football, man.
All right, so a football question for the great T-Dub. I actually mentioned this cat a couple of days ago. Eric Metcalf, running back for many years in the NFL, played for the Cleveland Browns, played for the Falcons. He played for several teams. His daddy also played in the NFL. What was Eric Metcalf's daddy name?
Shit. You would ask me that. Shit. Hell, I don't know.
Eric Metcalf's old man name was Terry Metcalf. That's right. Yeah. So I actually asked that question a couple of days ago. I talked about Eric Metcalf a couple of days ago, and his daddy's name was Terry Metcalf. They both, had similar games. They were both very pretty runners. Looks like they ran track back in the day. Small guys, but they were dynamic running backs in the NFL. I got another caller. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
If you hang up on me one more time, I'm coming down.
That was kind of creepy. That was kind of That was kind of creepy. All right, let's try this again. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about on this What's the Answer Wednesday?
Doug Stewart, man. Dollars and cents, baby. I want to do this trivia real quick.
Dollars
and
cents, man. I appreciate you playing along. Man. Who's your favorite sports team of all time?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers, okay. Who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Eric Davis from Cincinnati Reds.
Okay, old school. Eric Davis. Him and Ken Griffey Jr. grew up together, right? Or friends?
Yes,
something
sir.
like that. Yeah.
Barry Larkin was on that squad, too.
Right. That's right, the great Barry Larkin. All right, so trivia question. What do you want, baseball, basketball, football, or entertainment?
Let's go baseball.
Baseball, okay. So the great Dusty Baker, who's now the manager of the Washington Nationals, the great Dusty Baker had a long established career in Major League Baseball. Who was Dusty Baker's first team that he played for in the majors? Not coached, but played for.
I'm going to say the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And you would be? Yeah. So Dusty Baker actually played for the Braves. Yeah, and he played for the Braves, or he played in the majors for 18 years. Dollars and cents, man. I appreciate you playing along with my little game here, man. I immensely thank you. No, we didn't even mean to do that. All right. So we working out the bugs to the trivia game. We'll get it. But I appreciate y'all playing my little game with me. Thank you to Dollars and Cents, and thank you to T-Dub. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So Dusty Baker played for the Braves from 1968 to 1975 for the first 7 years of his career. And once again, he played 18 years in the majors. We got a couple more calls coming in. See there? The trivia is fun, man. Trivia is always fun. We're going to take a break right now, so call back in about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll get you some trivia on the Doug Stewart Show. All right? When we get back, also, I'll give you number 2 on my list of top 5 NFL draft day steals of all times. We got to talk a little bit of football. Aaron Hernandez. Kind of like some late news on Aaron Hernandez, so stay tuned for that. A lot of fun yet to come here on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.